All right, welcome, y'all. So, when it comes to pain or tension in the neck, I often like to try a couple of different approaches instead of stretching. Now, there's nothing wrong with stretching if it feels good. It can give you some nice temporary relief. Sometimes it just feels nice to do. So, if you have a stretching routine, by all means continue. I don't tend to use stretching for the neck for two reasons. I find it doesn't tend to help that much in the long term. And I also find that most of my clients have tried it already. And so there's two things I prefer to do instead. One is that we do gentle movements with a lot of awareness of what you're feeling as you're moving. And the second is that we do a little bit of muscle engagement or strengthening work for the neck. So we'll be giving those a try in today's practice. It's worth saying if you have medical issues affecting your neck, make sure that you get those checked out and that you're cleared to do this practice before you do it. You don't need anything, but you may like to have a yoga block if you happen to have one around. I will give you some options for if you don't. And this will be a practice done upright. So be seated in a chair or on the floor, or perhaps standing if that's more comfortable for you. We'll start by just taking a few breaths to check in with how you feel. Noticing any sensations of pain or tightness, tension, as well as just checking in with your overall state. Notice how your breathing feels right now. And then we'll do some gentle movement. So we'll start by keeping your chin more or less level and just turning your gaze towards the right. And then when you get over to the right side, going only so far as is comfortable and easy for your neck, then you're going to start to slowly nod your head like you're saying yes. And as you do that, pay attention to the sensation. So we want to keep this movement in a range that's comfortable, not just in your neck, but everywhere. So sometimes the sensations travel. So notice what you feel in your whole body as you're nodding your head. And we're looking for a range where this movement feels relatively easy. So you're not pushing into any strain here. And then we're going to repeat the movement so that your body can get some experience working in that range that feels good. And then next time your chin comes level, bring your gaze forward over to the other side. And then when you get there, you're going to nod your head like you're saying yes. Now, the second side might feel quite different. You're going to stick in the range of motion that feels really good on this side, looking for comfortable, easy movement. And then next time your chin comes level, bring your gaze back forward. Now we're going to bring the right ear towards the right shoulder any amount. Keeping your head inclined over to the right, you're going to start to shake your head now like you're saying no. So you're bringing your gaze and chin up to the left and then down to the right shoulder. Here too, you're going to find a range that feels comfortable and easy, so there's no strain. There's no gripping or bracing anywhere to make the movement happen. And the movement feels comfortable. You might feel all kinds of sensations in all kinds of places. We're really erring on the side of this movement feeling good all the way through. And then coming to a stopping position with the face turned forward. Now you're going to bring the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and the left ear towards the left shoulder, any amount that feels good. So for some of us, this is going to be a really small movement on one or both sides. And then you're going to start to shake your head like you're saying no. Gaze and chin up to the right. Gaze and chin down to the left. Just exploring what feels really good in your body. And not pushing into any places that feel uncomfortable or tense or strained. Maybe even slowing that movement down a little bit more so you can really be aware of what is happening all the way through. And then next time your gaze comes forward so you're facing the front of the room, then you're going to bring your crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And just tuck in now to notice how you feel through your neck as well as through the rest of you. And so you may have gotten a little bit of relief from doing those movements. You may not have. I know we prefer to get those results, but either way, it's valuable information. So notice what you notice. And then we're going to see if we can get the muscles of the neck to work a little bit. So this is something that the neck is sometimes missing. This is where your yoga block will come in handy if you have one. If you don't have a yoga block, you may be able to find another object in your space that will work as a stand-in, or you can just use your hand. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this block to the right side of your head. Now, sometimes it's a human tendency that we want to bring the head to the block. So you're going to see if you can be aware of just keeping your head upright, bringing the block all the way to the side of your head, and you're going to bring it onto your head somewhere that feels comfortable. And then you're going to use your right hand on the other side of the block. You're going to press gently with the hand into the block, and then you're going to press the head back into the block. Now we're looking to be pressing the head straight sideways, not down towards the ear for this particular one. You have to work a little bit through your arm. We are looking for this to be comfortable through your whole body. So stop if it's not working for you. If it is working for you, you can hold this anywhere between 10 seconds and 30 seconds, noticing what happens as you hold. And notice, do other muscles start to kick on? Do your abs come on? Do you start to grit your jaw? Do you start to hold your breath? What happens as you hold? And then when you're done, you'll take that block away and just notice what you feel afterwards. And then we'll come to the other side. So block comes to the left side of the head, not left side of the head to the block. You're going to use your hand to press the block towards the head and the head towards the block, remembering to move on a horizontal plane so we're not taking the ear down towards the shoulder. Letting the muscles engage here. You'll feel some work happening maybe in your shoulder and arm as well as in your neck. Seeing if you can keep everything else quiet. The legs are not pushing. Abdominals are quiet. Then you're just holding for a few seconds, maybe up to 30 seconds, just to see what happens as your muscles fatigue. What are the other things that start to occur? And then when you feel done, you're going to remove that block. Notice what you feel as the block comes away. And then if you like, you might just do a little experimental movement with your head and neck. Just seeing how everything's feeling now. And then you can file that away for future. So notice how these exercises helped you, if they helped you, what they made worse, if they made anything worse, hopefully not. But sometimes that occurs. And so that is very important information for you to know going forward. If you have questions, please ask them in the comments. And I hope you found this really helpful. Let me know if you would like more videos like this. Take really good care.